Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. Sadly it would seem that there are some issues with the broker, and also we'll take a look at a few other things. But first, let us start with, as you log in today, you should see a little gift waiting for you. So let's go up. Let's go to open granted item menu. So basically for the next 2 weeks, they will grant the newest artifact to everyone. So let us claim it. So this is a Clarion artifact. It's the latest artifact added to this Universe Online. Technically, it is a healer artifact, although it would seem that they've changed it also for tank. Roughly in a nutshell, when you attack with your weapons and you use a weapon buff, you should be able to heal yourself and your group. I'll try to make a video about it when I get the chance, but basically for the next 2 weeks, everyone should be able to get the artifact when you log into the game. The second thing we'll talk about is the broker. Also, for the past couple of days, if you've noticed, the broker was not working. They had disabled the broker. There was a post by Maps about that. They had disabled the broker because there did seem to be some issues with it. They seem to have reactivated the broker. I got a comment from the Herald of Necron where basically the broker took 6 million from him. He bought something, but the thing never came by mail. So there seems to still be some issues with the broker. So I would strongly suggest use the broker at your own risk today. There seems to still be issues with the broker, so I would strongly suggest maybe wait a couple of days for DCUO to truly fix the broker, because it does seem to still be broken right now. Although it is activated, you run the chance of either not getting the item that you've purchased and losing the money that you've spent for the item. So if you do decide to use a broker today, be warned, it could go wrong. Also, the St. Patrick's Seasonal is live right now. I already made a video about the St. Patrick's Seasonal vendor. I'll try to make a video about the St. Patrick's Seasonal a bit later today if I can. If not, I'll have to wait maybe for tomorrow. It is a small event. I think you can only get 8 lucky clovers per day. So it'll take a while before you can get the Tartan Chromo Pack. And you may have to use multiple characters if you want to be able to purchase everything from this year, and even more if you want to purchase some of the items from the previous years. Also, there is the March survey on the DCUO forums. I'll put the link to the forums in the description down below. So basically, they're asking various questions about the previous DLCs, what you thought of House of Legends, what you thought of the Legion of Doom DLC, how you liked the launch of the new Legion of Doom DLC, and all that stuff. So they'll ask you a whole bunch of stuff about the previous DLCs, the time capsule, and probably more that I failed to mention. So if you want to take the survey and let the devs know what you think about their latest DLCs and their latest content, go to the survey right now and fill in the survey. And one more thing, there seems to be some logging issues. I saw some people on the forums who are pretty much reporting that they had issues logging into this Universe Online. It's something that is sort of kind of to be expected these days, especially after a new update. Whenever they add a new update or a new DLC, there's always issues with the game. And for a while, the issues were not too big, and they were pretty quick to be able to fix them. But since House of Legends, they made a whole bunch of changes to House of Legends, and sadly, they seem to have pretty much broken the game, at least a bit more than usual. So sadly, there seems to be some people who have some issues logging in. Although it might have to do also with some of you also reported. I think it was Talia Al Ghul who mentioned that at some point all the servers were full for the Washington DC open world map. All the servers were full except the PvP server. So it could be also that there's way too many people and not enough servers to be able to fit everyone properly. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Sadly, historically, DC Universe Online has always been struggling whenever there's a lot of players in the game, and whenever there's a new DLC. And right now we have the St. Patrick Seasonal, we have the new rewards for the Ultraviolet constructs. So that probably brought back a whole bunch of people that did not play for a while. So right now the servers are full because people are trying to spam the Ultraviolet constructs. And sadly, whenever the servers are full, there's some issues that come up. And it would seem that the people are getting, either they cannot log in, or sometimes they get disconnected while they are into the game. So sadly right now it would seem that there's a lot of people logging into the game thanks to the new content that's just been added. And sadly it seems that maybe there's too many people logging into the game and the game struggles when there's too many people logging in. You would have thought that as years went by, you would have thought that they would add more and more servers in anticipation to something like that. But I guess they did not add enough servers at this point. So I was a bit surprised to see that all the servers for the Washington DC Open World map were full at full capacity. You would have thought that they might have a lot more servers than what they already have right now. Hopefully they will add more servers to be able to put up with all the new players coming back. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. So there you go, guys. So sadly, thanks to the new content that's been added, and thanks to all the players that seems to be coming back into the game for that new content, sadly the game has seems to have some performance issues right now. It's been like that sadly for quite some time, and I see that some people are pretty much running out of patience. I understand. Way back when, I have to admit, there's a point in time where I was running out of patience. Sadly, ever since I got a PS4, a lot of those issues were not really an issue anymore. But sadly, since House of Legends, a lot of the issues we used to have way back when we used to play on PS3 seems to be back. And sadly, there's nothing really we can do about it. Either we hope and hope that the devs will add more and more servers to make up for the increased population, or we're gonna have to wait for some people to stop playing so that their servers are not as crowded and so that people can log in and not be kicked out anymore. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that.